Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope you're all well. I'm good, thanks. It is lovely to have you here. It's a lovely sunny afternoon in Lincolnshire, UK. Late afternoon, it's not far off tea time. But yeah, I've been sitting here having some fun while my phone charges, so I'm ready to share all that with you. You can probably see I've left the angle a bit wider so you can see all the junk on my desk. Well, not junk exactly. You know, materials that I've been sitting here playing with. I've had fun, like I say. I came across these envelopes. This is the last of them, so there was 6. Oh, there might be a couple more purple actually, but I've got 3 pink and 3 purple, and they're not really the colours for my normal, you know, sort of grungy journals, or even the shabby chic or the boho. They're a bit bright, aren't they? But I thought rather than, you know, coffee dye them, I'll completely cover them and change how they look. The beautiful feeling paper, lovely thick paper. I'd make them into something that could either go in or with the fairy journals, because I think that, you know, the colours are okay. And as you can see, having told you that I didn't have any clusters left, I found another bag full of them. So, but that is it. That's all I've got. A few in there and these. But yeah, I was planning another mass make of clusters, so I thought let's use a good few of these up. I won't get them all used up. I'll use a good few of these up, and then, you know, I've got reason to make some more, and I've got space to keep some more. So yeah, so I took one of the bigger ones. There are some really big ones in here, probably more big ones than small ones. You know, they are big enough for envelopes, and just stuck it on the front, so it looks that looks like it's had a whole lot of, you know, work gone into it to create that, and it's just a cluster. The work was done previously, and then decided, because I didn't want the back you know, completely pink, but again, I'm not trying to hide it all. I just tore a piece of scrapbooking paper, or it's a digital there, and then this looked very pink on its own, so I just put a piece of tissue paper out of my scrappy box. I've also put a circle there just to hold that flap down, because I also went and put something inside it, because I was thinking, well, it's a big envelope, what's it going to have? So I've made a notebook, a flower fairy notebook, and I've got the flower fairies so that you can see both sides. You know, so if you get this as happy mail or as part of a journal, you could take that off. It's stapled on, but you know, you could take it off and trim the top, or fussy cut round either fairy. But I thought it would be nice to have one or two things. I need to move you in a little bit now, don't I? Oops, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's better. You know, one or two pieces of ephemera where I could see the fairy both sides, and the rest is just scrappy paper, which I'll show you in a minute. So a lovely piece of coffee dyed vellum, coffee dyed, stained, you know what I do. A piece of coffee dyed digital, and it's got a lovely lacy pattern on it from one of my lace placemats. A stamp, a fairy with flowers around her. I don't think she's an actual Mary Cecily Barker, but she is a fairy of flowers. And then just a couple of pieces, another one of my coffee dyed, and this pink paper that I said I didn't, you know, I got at the charity shop. I didn't particularly want to print journal pages and things on it, but it's handy for things like this. And on the back, another piece of scrap, and that's just because I've hidden the staple, because there's a staple in there, and I've hidden it on the front as well. So, you know, once I sit down to play, I do just play. I have to stop myself going too far sometimes. Yeah, so I thought that's a nice little pad in a very pretty envelope that can go as, you know, happy mail, or be put in a journal, or go with a journal with the bits in it. So I don't know if I'll get all these done, but I'd like to. I have recently re-inked my ink pad. I think it probably needs a little bit longer to, well, it's not too bad. Now I only put a few drops on it. I didn't go crazy. Yeah, but they were still kind of sat on the top of it for a good few hours, so yeah, try not to dig too deep. It was literally 3 drops, because last time I did it, it just saturated it, and yeah, it was real sticky and gooey. Yeah, so that's as much, I think, as I inked that one. So the first bit's really easy. Just grab one of these. Now, of course, it could be a that way up one, couldn't it? It doesn't have to be And that will probably go either way. Oh, it will go that way. Yeah, and you know, it did hang over, not an awful lot, this one. Have I got all my lights on? I don't seem to have that one on. No. I've had to shut the curtain because the sun's beaming in that window. Yeah, so I've got a little bit hanging over, but not too much. I can also trim it down, so I could trim that down, couldn't I? Now, shall I be picky or shall I just... Yeah, let's be picky for the first couple. I think that might go nicer on the purple one. Oh, look, a bunny. A bunny for Easter. Yeah, let's go with that one then. And now I've done that, I'm thinking I should probably... Let me just stick him on now I've found him. I should probably, let's Fabri-Tac, do the notebooks first because you all on just about. Yeah, when I glue something over the staple front and back, and you don't have to, as you know, I quite like staples, but I always cover them in, you know, in case I send my things out to people who don't like to see the actual staple. So yeah, like it's in here. I was thinking, where's it gone? You know, so there's a staple in there, and I covered it with a little bit of ric-rac on the front and just that paper on the back. So I did it with Fabri-Tac so that it does, although it is a permanent glue, you can kind of peel papers and fabric that have been glued with Fabri-Tac if you're lucky. So they could take them off if they wanted to use them. So I've done that, and I'll just let him dry, I think, and then make the... Or shall I do them all? Decisions. Let's do them all, and then I can push these out the way, can't I? Oh, that's nice. Is that the Eiffel Tower? I don't think it goes with pink though, so let's make a pile here of nose. These are definitely that way up one. Oh, that's a big page edge. These are that way up. Page edge. So I've got so much going on in here. You get two colours out, and I mean they are bright, aren't they? Bright. Not sure. What can I see there? Oh, that way up. I was thinking, what are these? Couldn't tell what they were. They're angels round the bell. Right, I'd rather use my really big ones up if I can, because any more really big ones? You're big. You're the one that I said might be nice on purple. Yeah, you might need trimming, but I think you go nice on there. So let's say that for that one. No, definitely a pink. You know, we can always add something on the side if we don't think it's enough. So I've got two purples left to go. They're a bit dark, these purple ones, aren't they? They want something really light on them, I think. Oh, mushroom. Well, it's not mushroom time of year. And an owl, so their nose. Okay, muster yourself. Front and centre. Oh, that's a nice pink one. Did I look at that one once? Yeah, I could take the top and the bottom off that, and that would fit nice on there. Quite like that one. Okay. Did we try these? Oh no, I like him. Okay, so that's got a few of those used up. 6, hasn't it? Yeah. Only 6. Oh, I might use some on some smaller scrappy pads. I didn't show you, did I? So the bits that I tore off the bottom, making the scrap pad fit into here, I then had some smaller bits on my desk, and I thought, now should I have folded them over? But I just stapled them together as a little scrappy pad. So, and I folded a piece over to hide the staple again, or staples, because there's 2 in this one. Look at those lovely luscious. So they make lovely little pads, or lovely tear pads. You know, note pads or tear pads. I've stuck little memories. You know what I'm like, I can't stop myself sticking things on. So that's just a pad for stash. Right, let's just stick these on like I did the rabbity one. I'm not going to ink the lilac-y ones. Purple. There's nothing lilac about them, the purple. And I'll just ink the pink one, because it'll take it. I don't think the purples will look right. They'll just have to be bright purple. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and stick these on, and then like I say, I can move those clusters. I could probably move them now actually, couldn't I? But move the clusters off my desk. Right, what did I say? Something off the top and something off the bottom. A little bit, not a lot. Just means it's going to be squarish, but that's okay. Or is it? Let me just tear a few bits so we're not, that's better. Let me get them in the bin. I've got enough mess going on here. Yeah, that's fine. Might actually leave that bottom as it is. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's just stick it down and leave the threads. So yeah, by the end of this we should have 6. Did I say 6? Oh, I've suddenly got a ringing in my ear. That's horrible. What's that all about? I hope that goes off. Yeah, we should have 6, you know, quite decorated pieces that look like they took a long time to make and actually didn't, because there's a lot going on there. I'm thinking we need something down here just to pull it in, maybe a word or something, but we won't do that for now. Shouldn't have turned that up again, should I? Yeah, so I've got lots of coloured envelopes in my stash. I might put some of these on some of the other ones in a week or so, and yeah, just move them over into the done pile, as it were, so they're ready to go, or ready to be moved on further. I like that one central. So if you've got loads of clusters and you'd like to make some more but you just can't, right, let's not, oh, they're all kind of stuck down. I was going to say let's not tear it in a straight line, because I'm going to have to a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Oh, not too bad. Oh, I broke a nail. Yeah, we've been out in the greenhouse, well, Neil mostly, taking some of the staging out of one side, because it's, you know, it's absolutely full of it. Just so there's a bit more room to move around, and well, initially it was to get my airer, clothes airer in there, because, you know, did all my towels this morning and then it went really black and looked like it was going to rain, and I thought, well, how annoying that I'm going to have to tumble dry them when the weather's been as beautiful as this. As it turned out, the sun came out again and they're out on the line, but yeah, it was Mum. We went to have coffee with Mum and she said, why on earth don't you put them on your clothes airer in that greenhouse? It's perfect for drying your clothes. And Neil said, oh no, that's her studio. She dries paper in there. She says, you need to put your foot down, Neil. But actually I did say, actually that's a good idea, and he then said, oh well, I could take some of that staging out behind you. I think he thought I was going to say no, and I said, oh, that's a good idea, then I can get me airer in and another my deck chair maybe, and you know, another place to store some more papers. Anyway, he's been working on it, bless him, and it's fab. I've really spread myself out. I've got a big tub of coffee dye, you know, the actual stuff. Oops, ready to go tomorrow, and I've got a pile of papers and books that come up to my waist from the floor. That many, yeah, to dye. So yeah, roll on the sunshiny lovely weather, because I'm sorted now and I've got, you know, space to dry them as long as the sun's out. They don't like it very much. The temperatures aren't high enough yet without sunshine, but the sunshine through the glass, they dry really quickly. So yeah, I'm quite excited. Oh, did you spot that? Get it on quick before it dries. Oh dear. Right, I better check the other one. Yep, I had them all the wrong way up. Thank goodness it's Fabri-Tac, because glitter would not be happy. That one's fine, thank goodness for that, because that one's been done a while. Right, now I've got little bits of glue kicking around on that one, so I'll let it dry and then I might put some lace or something on it. But whew, see what happens when I chatter away. Okay, we'll come back to those in a minute, but they're lovely, aren't they? Already they're just lovely, I think, don't you? Bunny rabbit for Easter. And let's get these glue on me. Get these notepads made. Now, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the greenhouse, yeah, so I've had my fingers dipped. Basically, that's what I'm saying, in the coffee dye. I've been playing with re-inked ink pads and coffee dye in there, so I do look They do look absolutely filthy, but I've had a right fun day, I'm pleased to say, after being at the dentist yesterday. I know I went for my teeth cleaned, that's how much of a wimp I am. But I was alright, they were really good with me and I was fine. I was scared and I had tummy ache, but I was alright. I know I've got 2 fillings coming up, which I'm not looking forward to, but Neil, bless him, had 3 teeth out and he was an absolute star. And they were broken teeth as well. I think I told you before his radiotherapy for his cancer treatment many years ago now. Yeah, it was throat and mouth, back of his tongue, so you know it affected everything in his mouth, which is why his teeth are so bad. Well, they're not bad really considering, but they're not good. They break easy and what have you. I don't know why I told that ratty bit off, it was just offending me. So we want them, I want a piece of this on everyone. We want them the size, about the width of these, because that's what we're going for. And I think that just fits nice in the envelope. So let's see how many I can get out of this piece. I don't know how much of this I've got, you see. I suppose a couple of them could have just short pieces on, couldn't they? We'll see. We'll see how far it goes. Oh, you see I've got glue driving me crazy now. So shall we do one at a time? Who shall we have next? Let's have this F for fuchsia. Just have a piece of that behind her. No point in shortening it, I don't think. I'll just get rid of that edge. Okay, and then, oh, did you see that I'd been stamping? I showed you my... So this is the big stamp that I've got, this Flower Fairy stamp. Forgotten which one she is now. Is she Candy Tuft? I think she might be. Yep, so I stamped that on some of this pink paper just to make it a little bit different. So, and I've got all my coffee dyed bits here. So let's have a piece of this. Oh, that's handy. It's down a line. So I can probably do a few pieces of this. How many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's left a nice strip for something. Another project. And this. So these are either digitals that I've, you know, not printed properly. These sort of papers. And I just put them in a pile to be coffee dyed, and then all the, you know, the ink that has printed on them just runs if you completely wet them. So this has got some gold on it as well. I just play with it all when I get out there. So some of it's that, some of it is papers that I, you know, put my paints on or my inks. I just generally go out and have a jolly good time messing about with, you know, ink, colour, paper and water. Coffee dye, basically. That's what I do. I'm just getting a few bits ready because I know we're making, I've got another 5 to make, so I'm just, so it doesn't kind of interrupt the process too much. So I've got a couple of those. Come here. Is that all I've got? Lined, blank, oh, and a couple of pinks, haven't I? And one of those, yeah, and I think that's enough to go in. I've got a few little bits of scraps here. Maybe some of these can go in. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Don't know what it is. Could be some gilding wax maybe. I've got some old, you know, some old paints and things. Have I been out of? Do hope not. Old paints and things, wax and things from Anne-Marie when I got my, what did I get? Did I just do that in half? A die cut machine. Yeah, I told you she gave me bundles of all sorts of things. Oh, they're quite cute, aren't they? Right. Oh, I'm suddenly warm. All that energy. Right. So we've got a flower fairy. We want to, shall we have some plain lined paper, and then a pretty pink one. And what? A checked one. and one of those. Is that what we're going for? We've got a little bit of that invoice somewhere. Let's have a little bit of invoice. And then one of those. Try and keep the top right. My stapler. Oh, I must remember to go and order myself some staples. I've got boxes and boxes of them, but can I find them? And I keep finding a box and then it doesn't fit the stapler that I've got. So I've got boxes that don't fit staplers that I've got, and I've got staplers with no staples that I can find. Yep, it's gone a bit wonky, but that's fine. So what size are we going to? Envelope. Let's do it like that, and then we know what we're going to fit in. I'm going to fold that bit up because it's luscious. And we're going to go to about there. Oh, would you believe it? Okay, we'll go a bit longer with the printed fairy, so we get her all in. Are you going to fit? Let's just check. They are lovely envelopes, those. Yep, and then I want a piece on the back. Let me get rid of the rubbish. See what I mean about these? Some of them are big enough for them to be reused, but some are not. But I can put a piece of that on the back there, can't we? So all I did was, I'm sure there are better ways. Oh, it could fold over. No, I don't want it to fold over because I don't want to lose my flower fairy image. That's it. Went a bit crazy there, put a lot on, but that's the way it goes. Right, just for now I'll use another piece of this, but I'll maybe find something else to put on the next one so they're different. Yeah, don't have to be a lot. Don't really want it over that F for fairy. Yeah, so you see what I mean? That needs to dry now before I can use it. That's why I'm thinking I should have made those first, but I've got lots of bits to do on the other. So that's one. This one can go away. And we want another 5, do we? Okay, let's see what we can do. Who are you? Jasmine and Iris. Let's go with Jasmine at the front, shall we? Piece of that. I've got any off-cut ones. Oh, very interesting. Not yet though. 2 pink. Let's have a pink fairy. 3. That lovely coloured stuff. 4. Got one of those. Haven't got any of that. 5. How many did we go with? So have you at the back, looking that way out. Try and keep them in a line. Yes, I'm going quite near the top so that we're not losing the fairy if it's going to be cut off. Okay, size. Okay, and I'm going to fold that up so we've got it all. Oh, scissors are stopping me picking anything up. And I think I'll just go straight across there this time. I'm going to fold that one up. So that's a nice piece. And then shall we have one of these on the back? Shall we have a piece of this on the back? That's rather nice, isn't it? Just need a tiny bit off there. Shall we make it square, this one? That's it. So this is graphic 45 paper. Yep. Right. I do like to, probably didn't tell you what I was doing, but you'll have seen what I was doing. I do like to squeeze my staples so they're flat. They don't seem to go completely flat with any of my staplers. And just a nip with the pliers makes all the difference, especially when you're putting them in a journal or something like that. Just cuts some of the bumpiness out, I find. What shall we put on here? I've got this sitting on my desk. Shall we use a piece of this lovely stuff? Why are you tied in a knot? I must have done it, I'm guessing. Oh, Just a scrunched up piece. It's nice. Oh, I've got a blob. Let's put the lid on in case it does it again. No blobbing. Nice with some bling in, wouldn't it? Next, come on, we're mass making. I've pressed play, haven't I? Yes. Ooh. You make me laugh, so we'll have you. Am I going to have enough? Yeah, I think if I tear that in half, I haven't quite got enough, have I? It means they'll all get a piece. Kind of protecting the fairy at the back as well, isn't it? So that, and the smaller pieces now. Where'd it all go? Shall we have that lovely piece? Fairy. Where's all the pink fairies? I know I did enough of them. Right. Let's go straight. And that checked paper. Did I not have any more? I've got a little invoice there. Used all the checked paper. Okay, what have we got? Oh, some of that pretty stuff. I didn't do enough, did I? What size are we? Was that the way, or was that the way? This is the way. There we go. Bit more Mandalorian for you. I think that might be it. Yeah, that'll do. Come on. Line yourself up at the top. What else have we got here? Don't think there's anything that I haven't got now. Put a little bit of that on it. Yeah, go on. Although that could probably be stuck on. Yeah, let's stick that on top of the staple. Let's put another piece of this because it's nice, and it could do with being one more thick. That's it. I keep putting my pliers back. It's probably a good job I do, because I'd never find them under all this paper. Okay, size. So I'm probably boring you now, but it is a mass make, so I need to get them all done. There we go. Which way shall we have you? Yes, that way. I really ought to lay this down. So this is the bottle, if you remember the gloopy stuff that I put the yes, what did I put in it? Why is fabric conditioner coming to my head? Because that's not it. Nail varnish remover. Put nail varnish remover in it. And actually I am getting to use a lot more of it than I normally would. So let's just stick you on there. Tufty bit. Oh, we've got glue coming out the top. Stand that where it's not touching anything. Bear with me. Right, let's pull some of these papers in and see what's going on. Maybe we should use some of these. So these are these lovely stamps. Aren't they gorgeous? Fairy stamps. I do hope I'm in camera, because I feel like I keep not being. So we've got here that's too small. Anything? Yeah, that. 1, 2, 3. Another one of those. 4. I'll put some of that in it. No, that's too thin. That's a bit too thin. I've got a. It's too small. Bear with me. I've got plenty of stuff here. Surely. I've got a black piece there. A black piece behind it. No, too big. I don't want to be messing about cutting. You know what I'm digging in, don't you? My scraps box. Oh, that's got a white background now. Right, I'm going to have to put it down. There's lots of these pink ones. Where's that come from? How many more have I got to make? 2. 1, 2, and that's rubbish. That's a scrap, Now going in 2 halves, that's lovely on the back. What's this? There's a nice piece, look. You might be nice on one of those. Which one shall we have you in? No, we'll have you in that. Let's take the clip off. There we go. What have I got? Another one of those. Bit of that. Some more of that. Right, you'd be nice for one of these little booklets. Oops. There's a booklet I'm making there. 2, 3, 4, 5. About this one with that hole in the bottom. 6. Yep. And like that. And then on this one I just folded a piece over like that and glued it down. So you might need a little bit of ink on the edge of here. That's it. Stand up glue. Okay. So I've used up some of the little square scraps. That's what I was doing. I know I've just suddenly stopped. I don't know if I explained why, but I had all those little square scraps sitting around, and now I know I haven't put the staples down on that one, have I? Come on, I need you to grab a little bit. And now it's not 7 or 8 pieces of scrap. I know I had to dig for a couple, but got something sitting around. I've got that, look, you have that on there, art glitter. Now I've got a sweet little notebook. I'm probably going to have time on this video to do my envelopes, not upside down, Denise. And yeah, I'm thinking a piece of bling or some such thing. Just because, down there. Because if you're not a bling person, you don't need to add it. I just love adding bling to things. And I don't do it all the time. I'm very reserved. It doesn't necessarily go with the grungy journals very often. Sometimes it does. I'm going to do a few more shabby chicy lacy ones. It'll go more with those, I think. Let me just put my lid in. So I haven't really had time. I was chatting, wasn't I? I haven't really had time now. Been too busy since I started that. About my greenhouse. Okay. We've got all these sitting around now. We'll come back to another one of those in a minute. So let's make another one of these. What have we got? 2 more to go. The mulberry. Mulberry fairies having a right little chuckle. Let's go with mulberry then. And we'll have you with a lined piece and the flower fairy like they've all had. One of those lovely thick pieces. Small. I'm going to put that the other way up. Yeah. No, I'm not. I was going to say if someone decided to tear it off, but it looks silly if you're going to use it as a notebook, doesn't it? 1, 2, what am I missing? That. Was she telling me? That's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's I doing? 5. I've got a piece of that. Yeah, I've got a piece of that. I've got a piece of this, have I? It's a little bit too wide. Oops. Wider at the bottom than the top now. 6, that's it. You're straight. Come on. Oh, I love that dyed paper. Yeah, so you never know, some might hit the shop, because I know you like it soon goes when I put it in the shop, my dyed paper, so if I get lots done soon. Okay, we're a bit of a, oops, we're too short there. Bit of a lean going on there, but that's all right. It's not offending me at all. Look at that lovely scrap. That is not going in the bin. What shall we have on the back of there? No. Shall we just have a piece of that? Something different, isn't it? Just to cover up my staple. Yep. It's gone quite flat, that staple. Did I squeeze it? I don't remember doing it. Maybe I just gave it an extra good squeeze when I put it in. What do I want across the front of here then? I've got pink stuff here, but oh, this, I love this. Come out. Oh, we're all attached. Why are we all attached? I've been tidying up with these clips, that's why. This, look. Oh yes. So if I cut it into two, I'll get two done with it, won't I? And I think that might be the end of it. Lovely. Lovely mulberry fairy with a pink lace top. Come on. You want to get to me envelopes? Lay it down, Denise. Okay. One more to go. They're all drying nicely there. Where's my fairy? Fairy. Oops. Sit still. We'll have the alder fairy facing forward. I've got a pink fairy. That hasn't been torn down, has it? What's that for? Excuse me, itching my head. 5. 6, is that what we did? I'll just put that bit in for fun. I know it's already got one, but let's. No, I tried to squeeze that hard and it didn't happen, so that's it. That's it. Right, let's check the size this time instead of making everything too short. I suppose you'll go in, well, I'm going to fold you up just in case somebody loves the frill. If they hate it, they can just trim it off. And same with you. You just need a little bit off you. You're on the envelope. Trying to cut something off that wasn't there. Oops, no, that's rubbish. Don't put rubbish in the scrap bin. Oh, let's have something on the back first. Another piece of that, do you think? Yep. Oh, that's better. It's better if you leave it laid down, Denise. I know I'm rushing it now. I'm sure if you were making these, you'd have a lot more care, but I'm still enjoying it. Rush or no. Lovely. Okay. I know you're all still drying, but 1, 2, 3, whoops, 4, and that one which is very wet, 5. And then I've got another one of these somewhere. Didn't I make one of these myself? I did. I've got 2 of those little notepads, and I just want to use this bit up here. There's another piece of that up. And maybe make a couple more. One. Shall we do? Oh, we've got a stamp on that one. Let's do a couple more fairy stamps. Oops. Just because. Ooh, that's a different kind of paper. And it's a second stamp. It's alright, I've managed it though. Okay, let's have that and that. Put a piece of that over it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Haven't got any of that big pink, have we? No. 5. No, no. If I put this bit of paper in it, yes. 6. And then something folded over, didn't I? What are you? Plain white. You're nice. Oh, you're even nicer. Let's have a piece of you. That's it. Yeah. Bang. Everybody will know what I'm doing. What did I do there? Like that. Oh, my stomach really is grumbling. Probably all the party food we've been eating. Talk about having many birthdays. I'm definitely not having 3 parties. No, we had 4, including work, when I'm 60, because I can't cope. Okay, what do we want on the top? Let's have a little, even grab a sticker without, what are you saying, blossoms? Not really. I didn't mean a sticker, I meant a word. Excuse my arm, trying to grab. Dream big, let it be. Do you know what, I think the next one I'll make, because there's one more to go, I should put a cluster on it, shouldn't I? That's it. Okay. Another one. No bling on you. Right, let's just make this one quick. 1. You're too big, you're nice. Well, we might have to have a few pink pieces in it. 1, 2. Should we have that in it? 3. I'm nearly out. Am I out of bits? Have another pink piece then. It's got to be used up. And now I was thinking that piece over the front. Yeah, I can put a cluster on there, can't I? Oh, okay, we're ready to. Oh, yes, it would help if you stapled it together. More haste, less speed. Oh, didn't put them back this time. What did I do with them? I threw them, didn't I? I made that noise on the table. I'll try again. Down you go. Yeah, so I think it's got 1 page less in it, this, but it is going to have a cluster on the front, so shall we just grab the first one? No. You might have known I wouldn't. That's a big one. Too big. No, that's the one with those beautiful angels on. Okay, job's a good one. I'm only going to put it on the top there so it can be pulled off and used. Smashing. 1, 2, 3, 4 little scrappy books. And 6, 1, no, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 little scrappy books for envelopes. There's 1 envelope done. Right, I'm gonna have to do these quick now. So they're all fine on the front, aren't they? Yep. So it's only a matter of a bit of paper on the back and some circles, so that's not too bad. Right, what papers have we got going? Yeah, I know you're wondering what I'm digging in, so yeah, I want thinner. That's it, that's what I'm looking for. Some scraps like this. Oh, I love this one. That'd be nice on the purple. I don't know if you can see, it's got some lovely sort of mauvey deep blue colours. Oh, and so will that. Right, come on, pink. I want something pink. Oh, with a pink hint in it. I don't want to lose all that lovely pink flower. Oh, there. Okay, if I can just nip some off. Where's my little ruler? Don't know. Let's use the big one. There and there. should be fitting better. Oh, I thought I was going well. A little bit of ink. This is a shabby wallpaper, digital. Yep. I think I like glitter it for speed. I think I used glue stick, I might be wrong, on that first one that I made. Oops. Oh, it's alive. That's it. So I've done half of it, hasn't it? So what have I got here? I've got the other half of that. Shall I stick that on there? Do we look silly? No, we're not right. Strip of this. No, I'm thinking a label. Oh, I've got a nice big number there. What's that? Yeah, let's have that on it. Trim the white off. Yep, just there. Oops. Wiggly wiggly. You still seem a fair way away to what you normally are. Don't know. Circles. Where's my circles? Here. So I want a stiffish one, but I can always back something onto it. It's a nice stripy pink one there. There's that button one, look. And I think, considering it's going over, I didn't think about it, did I? It's going to go over that label, so the button might, it's like a brass button. That might be the one to use. Okay, there. That's it. Doesn't need much, just a little tuck. Just a little bit tucked in. It's more about my sticky fingers than it fitting. Yep. And I just want a bit of frou-frou up there. That's nice. You just trim it the top a little bit so that it all fits. Oops, that was a bit of a wobbly cut. No, I want it tearing. I've decided. Oh, I need to get all the glue off my fingers. Yeah, let's just have it. Right, I need to ink across there a bit more, and I just want to ever so lightly sort of fox it, if you like, where that's going. Yeah. So this is tissue, and it's very tissuey tissue, if you know what I mean. So the thing is going to be glue on here, not on the tissue. So I'll definitely have to let it dry, and then perhaps pull the dry bits off, or don't know. Oh, we seem to all be stuck. Oops. Yeah, that'll look better when it's dry. It's gone a bit too see-through at the minute, but maybe the edges need a bit of... There. We'll fill the books at the end, just give them a moment or two to dry. So what we're going on here, we've got some purples, haven't we? Loved this. So maybe if we go this side with it. That's my scissors on the floor. So kind of that way. That's it. Yep, perfect. Oh, I've run out of chatter because it's tea time. I'm sure I've got loads of things to tell you. I do, and turn the camera off and think, oh, I didn't tell them about so and so. What are you guys up to for Easter? Have you got Easter eggs? I've got an Easter egg after complaining, because everybody, you know, for our grandkids, Everyone brings their Easter eggs to me, and that's for the kids, that's for the kids. I'm like, oh, where's mine? And then funnily enough, when they came and I gave them to them, Hayley, who is their mum, she's like, oh, I never get one. I thought, well, yeah, me too. And we went shopping today with Mum, and Neil said, get an Easter egg and put it in the basket, and that'll be your Easter egg. So I'm like, ew. Try not to eat chocolate much, but yeah, who can refuse that? Not me. A better person than me. That's nice. You probably didn't get to see it, did you? I'll lift it up when I've glued it on. I don't know where it's from. No idea. I could even be putting it on upside down knowing me, but who knows? Who knows? Right, I'm wondering about if I've got any doily. I'm thinking a frilly doily. Oh, look at that one. That's a potion. Might be nice over there. Well, I was going to say it's creased just right, but it isn't. It wants to be smaller than that. Canna. Pretty good. Yeah, like that. Good thought, Denise. Gluing it on might be a little bit more tricky, but we're always up for a challenge. Oh, wasn't that hard, was it? Really? So Neil's back to work tomorrow. What day is that? Saturday. So many things I want to get done though, but yeah, I'll get some filming done first, and then I'll be back in front. And like I say, I want to go and play my greenhouse. Is that enough on there? Do I want a label here? No, I don't think so. We can always add more. Where's the other one we've just done there? Ooh, we're not going very quick, are we? Anything else pink? I had lots of... Oh, I've just seen a rose. Come out. Oh, you're very nice. I wonder if I could have you all look across there. I think I will. It's just a shame to lose any of you. I know it won't. Oh, well, I suppose it could go that way, couldn't it? I was going to say it wouldn't be on show. Yes. Now, do I want to? Of course, you know I'm going to the minute I ask. Just take a little bit of that. It's not exactly white, but that plain light. Yeah. Oh, love that. Love it. So I think this paper is a Odalcina, yeah, scrap Anna paper, I think. I'm reasonably sure. Oh, lovely. I see a bit more here as well. Just thinking, would it go? No. Oh, sticky lids. And I'm going to use it again in a second, aren't I? I haven't used that one for a while though. And where's the lid off that? Okay, how are we doing? We're nearly out of time. Oh, there's a nice lilac-y one. Look, when we do the last. Is that too much? Well, a normal person might say yes, but I don't think it is. I'm having it. You'll notice that I don't consider myself normal. What is normal? Boring. There we go. Of course, you could put these on with beautiful brads. All sorts of things, couldn't you? What do I want across the top of there then? Was there anything else exciting in there? Did you see anything? Anything? Oh, that needs to be on there. A little closed up daisy. No. I'm wondering about a butterfly. Where are the butterflies? Just having a little dig in my Easter pot there. There we are. Let's not look look any further. He's a pretty boy, isn't he? I'm just going to have him sideways on there. That's what I say to Simba, because he can sit very posh and pretty and look at you like he melts your heart. I think you are a pretty boy. I'm sure he's no clue what I'm saying, but the voice sounds nice. Okay, that will do for that one. Yeah. Still got 2 to go and I haven't got time for 2. What about this nice, very colourful on the front? I was just wondering about this ABC. Or AB, whatever that is. Let's just have the AB. That one can live to fight another day. And yeah, just tear it, Denise, because I want it wibbly wobbly, don't we? That's it. Yep, I like it. Thank goodness. Now, of course, I could put another little cluster on the back of this to hold it down instead of a circle. That would be a change, wouldn't it? I know we're double clustering, but there's no law. There's no cluster police that I know of, anyway. I'll soon find out if there is, won't I? Because I'm thinking, yeah, a little cluster might hold it down, or a big cluster would hold it down. Let's have a little dig. I was supposed to be putting these away, wasn't I? I said if I do these now, then the clusters can go away. Oops. I like the idea, I just don't know if I can find a cluster. Oh, what's that? That's nice. Okay, back, I say. What do we think? No. No, it's not doing it for me. No. Okay. Next plan. What are you? Accomplished. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Don't know. Right, let's get a circle on. Where's that lovely purple one that I left out there? Was that it? Yeah, it's not very strong though. It needs to go on something else. They don't have to be very strong, but this one is very flimsy. Right, and while it just dries quickly, let me get some glue off my thumbs. Oh, off you go, off you go. Okay, like that. I have no idea what I'm doing with the camera angle. I do apologise. No. I didn't like that, did I? Where did it come from? Let's have another butterfly. Oh. Do I want bigger? No, he's a nice size. Okay, we've one to do. Am I going to do it? One to do and fill all these pots. I don't think I am. I think what I'll do is I'll fill. Yeah, I'm nearly out of time. I'll fill the ones I've got. There's only this one left to put something on, and you've seen me do it time and time again. So let's fill them. So that one's got one in. Okay, cupcake and pink. Fuchsia. Oh dear. I'm out of time. I'm sure I've just cancelled it. That's it. Have we used fuchsia twice? Or am I dreaming? I might be dreaming. See, it's a bit snug when it's got that in. That circle definitely saves the day. And jasmine can go in the purple London one. This is where I find out if I've made them too fat. No, they're going in lovely, look. Yeah, they'd be lovely little things to receive, wouldn't they? Or, you know, find in the back of your journal that you've bought. I definitely think we want this older fairy. He's having great fun swinging on that. Oh, he does fit. I was going to say he doesn't fit. They're not quite dry, these, but they're not far off. You might want something up there. Okay, which one? This little chappy. Looks very happy. And very cute. Lovely job. And then this one will go in here. I mean, nobody says, oh, you've got to make the back all fancy, have you? But I will. I will do. Lovely. Okay, so didn't we get a lot done? More than an hour, but because we made all these as well. Oh, yeah, look how much paper I've used up today. Thrilled, absolutely thrilled. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching it, or let me know if you're inspired to go off and make something with perhaps things you've got sitting around, or you know, things that are the wrong colour. And I'll see you tomorrow for some sort of Saturday fun. Okay, thanks so much for staying with me all this time. Bye for now.